Hello ladies and gentlemen, let me just change the lighting angle here for a second. That should be a little bit better. But with that said, everyone, so here's the update on the Wagon. I'm the Panda Photographer. In the last 4 months, I bought 5 wagons, everybody. I spent a lot of money on the wagons. I did get my refund for the wagon. For this one I did. That's correct. But Amazon, you gotta fix the marketing and the scams that goes on your e-store. With that said, everyone, Amazon also refuses to not post my honest review about this wagon. They don't want you to know the truth. So this video is going to show you and highlight the truth, because we made some improvements. We JB Weld some of the joints that were making the back wheels turn left and right for no reason, making it a struggle to pull down the street. But the wheels that came with it, what they call a PU material wheel, which is a foam material wheel, which is, when it gets wet, it gets smooshy like a sponge. Over time, when you have debris, rocks, glass, or any type of sharp objects in the streets, it's going to penetrate the wheel and cut the wheel open, leaving the wheel vulnerable to weather conditions, where once water gets inside of the wheel, it gets kind of soft, it deteriorates, it breaks apart, and then that's what happened with me the other day. So with that said, everyone, Phil Latelli purchased the wheels, and thank you, Phil Latelli, for sending the money for the wheels, because this was an emergency case. But we still have the emergency wheel that the bike shop, or the, I'm sorry, not bike shop, the electric scooter place gave me, because we have those in the Pelican case. They were 5.5-inch wheels, and we took them. They worked pretty well, but we wanted to put the original wheels that we've been using for over 2 years, and I found them on Alibaba. Yes, you can find them on Amazon. I just didn't want to buy it from Amazon, just saying, because they were also way overpriced for the wheels. But with that said, everyone, thank you. So can I do a plug really quickly here? Yes, thank you Sunwayfoto for always supplying the gear for all my videos. Right now I'm shooting on the S21 Plus, and I'm using the Sunwayfoto PCR01 cinema smartphone cage. You guys are also mounted on a Nunlang Z quick release that is attached to a Art Swiss DRL80RL Swiss plate, which is attached to a DT03 tilt ball head from Sunwayfoto. But this lighting, it's this FL70 RGB lighting and FL70 RGB that's on the floor in the background, giving a little accent to the background. But we bought 5 wagons in 4 months, and I would have to tell you, these Amazon wagons are just, they are not what they claim. So we pushed them to the test. We put 220 pounds in a few of them. They didn't survive the weight. But this one can survive the weight, but it had the wrong wheels and the wrong bolts. As you notice that this wagon had some bolts on it that rusted quickly on the first day. Then the wheels came kind of like smushy after a rainfall. Yeah, not very perfect, everybody. But we also fixed the handle, as you can see, with $15 worth of crazy glue, electric tape, and duct tape. Trust me, very expensive fix. And Amazon, I stress this or not, you refuse to post my honest review about this wagon. Even though you gave me the refund, but I'm still obligated to write a review so other consumers won't fall for the trickery that you post for this wagon. Guys, this wagon cannot support 350 pounds. I have 171 pounds total in there, and it feels a little bit struggling on the weight side, even with the new wheels. But the new wheels, everybody, I just want to give you guys a close-up. I'm going to take the camera really quickly here and give you a little close-up better on those wheels. All right. So, doesn't the wagon look better with these wheels? But the functionality for these wheels is making it perfect. But check this out. Look how smooth it is. Oh. Look how smooth that is. and back in the frame, and boom. So I just want to give you guys some context here. Thank you, Phil Latelli, for supplying the funds to support an emergency breakdown on this wagon. So, ladies and gentlemen, I had an emergency breakdown. One wheel came apart, and some people felt like me asking my audience for a little bit of courtesy and help is an issue. So I made it my mission to put it back into their face and look at the positivity we are putting back in, because I want to also emphasize why we never deceive our audience on what we do with donations. This is why I financially keep a track of all the donations and show everything what I do with donations. And I think that's what hurts the haters. So this video is also for the haters. We got the wagon functioning, fixed. We JB a lot of joint problems, a lot of boat problems. We had switched some of the boats so far. The boat problem is expensive. I realized that spending money on each of these boats to replace might be a little bit difficult. So one at a time, we're gonna change the boats here at a time. But we JB a lot of the components. We had to sacrifice, ladies and gentlemen, the brake system that came with this wagon though. For order for me to fit these 6.5 wheels on this wagon, I had to sacrifice the brake system. As you notice, there's no brake system. So take it with a grain of salt. So as I move the camera again to show you and emphasize the Sunwayfoto FL90 RGB, and always thank you to Sunwayfoto for supplying the gear for all of my videos. I appreciate that, Sunwayfoto. You make a difference, my friends. And thank you for having me be a representative and someone to speak on behalf of your products, because your products are amazing. But with that said, everyone, I'm switching the angles are really here because I'm emphasizing that FL70 RGB right there. But everyone, thank you Sunwayfoto for supplying the gear. But with the wagon, as you can see, it's pretty much rolling pretty smooth. I think this is acceptable, but I also want to show you the handle up in person so you get a sense, everyone. You see what I did to that handle? Oh yeah. Super wrapped, super glued, super wrapped, and 2 types of tape. So I don't know if this is the best Black MacGyver move, but yeah, this is the best Black MacGyver move I did. But other than that, everyone, thank you for supporting this channel, everybody. Thank you for supporting and being patient. But yeah, we modified another wagon from Amazon and we fixed the problems. But we have one other problem that we need to fix. It's that axle in the front here on the left side of this wagon. It kind of bent, and the procedure and the process of those older wheels that were on here, yeah. This is what Amazon has to realize. Those wheels that were on here forces the column, or let's say the joint, to bend. Therefore, like, the wagons don't last long if the wheels can't support the weight or the friction of stress and strength. Yeah, because I'm sorry, you're gonna have to put better wheels in order to sustain that weight and balance that weight and that stress. And I feel like this is what Amazon missed out on, the best important part, that these sellers are just selling these wagons because they get them in bunks, they rename them, and they say this claim or this claim because manufacturers say it can support. But I'm glad that this wagon also has a quick release feature on the column so we can change the wheels on the fly. But I also want to show you, everyone, what the wheels look like with the new ball bearings and the spacers, because I have to use spacers, everybody. So give me a second here, let me tilt you right there. So we had to use spacers from our rollerblades in order to make this work, everybody. So keep that in mind. This is a very important part of why the wagon has to support these wheels. I can't have the wheels go left and right and not support, because I notice the weight is center, not to the side. If the wheel goes to the side, some of that weight is unbalanced. If the wheel goes to this side, some of that weight, it's gotta understand the physics behind this. But I had to use some rollaway spacers that I normally put between the ball bearings, the wheel, and the spacer. Yeah, and it was a brilliant idea because it looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty cool like that. And I think, yeah, I made a better improvement on the wheel factor there. But just showing you guys in real time that I am recording this in 4K 60. But with that said, everyone, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. But other than that, this is my update. Thank you always, Sunwayfoto, for supplying the lighting for everything that we do. Appreciate that. But yeah, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. See ya.